Hey, you're right, welcome to another video. If you haven't been here before, I'm Cecilia Jo, and today is the first day of Bookmas, which is very exciting. So I'm going to do my very best to upload every day this month and yeah, hopefully complete Bookmas. But today I thought I would start off with my TBR for this month. So because I'm doing Bookmas, I thought I'm probably going to read a lot this month, so I have put 10 books on my TBR. Some I'm sure I will do in videos and things like that, some maybe I'll just read or maybe put into a vlog or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, I have chose 10 videos and I'm feeling like this month's going to be a good reading month because I am doing Bookmas. I feel like I'm going to be reading a lot, like I say. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to have a good reading month. Hopefully I'll be a bit more Christmassy in the other videos, but I've actually realised that I don't have any Christmas clothing, so I need to go out and get some. I have got some decorations which I'm going to do a little, I think I'll probably have a tree here instead of my lamp, and do that in probably the next video. And I also need to get some Christmas books because I only have one Christmas book, which I have put on my TBR, but I definitely need some more. So yeah, hopefully other videos will be a lot more Christmassy than this one, but this one is the first one, day one of Bookmas, my December TBR. Anyway, let me stop rambling on and just get on with it. So the first book we've got, the first two books we've got are I feel like quite random books. I've not seen them anywhere, but I picked them up in Waterstones a few weeks ago and just really liked, you know, the blurb and thought, yeah, they're a bit of me. I thought I would enjoy them. So this is Murder Shatters the Quiet of Shady Hollow, and it's by Janu Black, I want to say. So it's a murder mystery in like a small town, and I like a good murder mystery, you know, a good whodunit. And small town setting, I feel like you just can't go wrong. It's quite a thin book, which sometimes you just need, you know. These like fantasy books, even romance books these days can be like 400-500 pages, so sometimes you just need a small book. So yeah, I am really looking forward to reading this one because I just think it'll be a nice little escape into a small town, figure out who did it, you know, who committed the murder, and yeah, just escape for a little while, you know. So that is Murder Shatters the Quiet of Shady Hollow. Then next up we've got The Book Eaters by Sunyi Dean. So I've not seen anyone talk about this book, but I thought the blurb seemed really interesting, something that I've not really seen before. So it is a fantasy. It says, hidden across England and Scotland live 6 old book eater families. Also anything, I feel like any book with the word book or like bookshop, bookstore, anything like that in the title, I'm a little bit of a sucker of, even if I don't know what the book's about. I love books that say book on them, if that makes sense. I just think, I don't know, I'm just, like I say, a bit of a sucker for it. But it says, the last of their lines, they exist on the fringes of society and subsist on a diet of stories and legends. Children are rare and their numbers have dwindled, so when Devon Fairweather's second child is born a dreaded mind-eater, a perversion of her own kind who consumes not stories but the minds and souls of humans, she flees before he can be turned into a weapon for the family, or worse. Living among humans and finding prey for her son, Devon seeks a cure for his hunger, but time is running out for her family. Time is running out, for her family want her back, and with every soul her son consumes, he loses a little more of himself. A tale of escape, a mother's savage devotion and love that will electrify readers looking for something beguiling, thrilling, strange and new. So yeah, I'm excited to read this one. I feel like it's going to be really good. So yeah, that is The Book Eaters. Okay, now more like ones that you see everywhere. My only Christmas book of my collection, which will change soon, but it is Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. I'm assuming it's a Christmas book because it's got all gifts on the front, but actually now looking at it, I don't actually know if it even is a Christmas book. Oh yeah, 2 weeks before Christmas and all through Manhattan, shop windows are decorated in red and green satin. So yeah, it's at least set at Christmas time. So yeah, I think it's a romance, but I don't really know. I really love to just go into books blind and not have any expectations for them. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with this one. So it's Window Shopping, Tessa Bailey. Okay, now I'm going to start a few new seasons. A few new series this month, 3 of them actually, yeah, 3 of them. So the first one, it's only a duology, but it's A Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I think I've actually had this on quite a few of my TBRs and just never got round to it, but I am really looking forward to reading it. So I got Six of Crows, and I have, I think it's called Crowded Kingdom, the second one. I do own both of them, so maybe I'll get both of them. Maybe I'll do that as a video, maybe during Bookmas, reading them both. I don't know, who knows, but I am looking forward to reading this one. I've had it on my TBR for ages. I also do have the other series. Is it Shadow and Bone? The other series, which I do have the books for as well, so I'm excited to read them at some point, probably next year now. But yeah, Six of Crows is the fourth one on my TBR, and then a series that I just see everywhere. So I read the Caraval series a few months ago, and I've been meaning to read Stephanie Garber's other series, Once Upon a Broken Heart. I've been meaning to read it, and I've just never got round to it. I've had it on a few of my TBRs. I absolutely loved Caraval, and I really like her writing, so I've got high hopes for it, you know. I don't know what it's about. I'm assuming it's another like fairy tale type magical book series, but I'm not sure. So it's Once Upon a Broken Heart is the first one. Then we've got Ballad of Never After is the second one, which I feel like most people say is the favourite. And then we've got A Curse of True Love as the third one. So I've got Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I have A Ballad of Never After in paperback, and then I have got A Curse of True Love that I bought in hardback, even though I haven't read these two yet. I still bought it. But yeah, I feel like I'm going to enjoy this one, so I am looking forward to reading it. Okay, next up, another start of a series, but there is only one released, so I'm not too far behind. We've got Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Again, I've seen this one. I see Sarah Caroli talk about this book a lot, and then I've seen other people read it, I think, because of her recommendation. So I am excited to read it. It's a fantasy. I don't know sort of what it's about. If it's like, well, I'm guessing it's going to be a romance fantasy, a romantasy, if you will. But it is quite a long book. Let's see. I'm nervous looking at it, and you know, the ending of books in case I spoil it for myself. So we're on acknowledgements. So there is 500 pages, 501 pages. So it's quite a thick book, quite a bit to get through. But I am looking forward to reading it because I have heard really, really good things about it. So yeah, that is a fantasy. Powerless by Lauren Roberts. And then we've got a nice little romance. I feel like at the moment I'm a little bit over romances. I think because, well, it's not all I read last year, because most of them it was more smut that I read rather than like romances, you know. But yeah, I just feel like I'm a little bit over them. I think they're very predictable, very, you know what's gonna happen. Obviously that is literally the definition of predictable. But yeah, I just feel like they all follow the same like pattern, don't they, of like the third act breakup and stuff. Some of them don't, but you still know that it's going to be like a happy ending, and I don't know, I just think I'm a bit over it. But I am going to read this one, Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. I wasn't a massive fan of Love Hypothesis, and I think I read the next one as well. Love on the Brain, is it called? I read them both, and I just wasn't a fan. I don't know, I just wasn't vibing with them. But I have heard people say that if you didn't like those, you still might like this one, because it's quite different, apparently. I don't know how different it can be, because it's still a romance. But yeah, I have heard a couple of people now say that they didn't like Love Hypothesis, but they really like this one. So I'm hoping I'm going to like it. I've got high hopes for it. I am looking forward to reading it, but we'll see. But yeah, that's Love Theoretically. Okay, and then we've just got 3 more. So we've got Murder in the Family by Cara Hunter, which is a thriller, and I feel like I've heard people say that it's one where you try and like solve it throughout. Like they give you all of the like case studies and all the information, and you have to try and solve it too. I feel like I've heard something like that, which I feel like it's a little bit different. You don't often get all that. So I am looking forward to reading it and seeing if I can figure it out, you know. One Body, 6 Experts. Can you solve the case before they do? Yes. So it's like it's like a sort of sing-along, but in a book. Like you're trying to figure it out as they're trying to figure it out. So I'm excited to read it. I've never seen that concept before, so maybe I'll figure it out. I don't know. I feel like most of the times in like thrillers, I'm like, what? Like I didn't see that coming. Or I see it like just before it's about to happen, you know. So it's like I've not really worked anything out myself. So I don't know if I'll be any good, but we'll give it a go. So that's Murder in the Family by Cara Hunter. And then next up, we've got one that has just turned into a TV, I think it's a TV show or a film. I think it's a TV show, I'm pretty sure, but it's Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. I want to read it before I watch the program. I think it's a program. I just feel like if I watch the program first, then it's gonna like spoil it for me. I want to read it first. So yeah, I haven't seen any spoilers or anything. I've not really seen many people talking about the series, to be fair. No one's really recommended it or anything like that, so I don't know if it's any good. Or maybe it's not even out yet. Maybe it's just been announced and I'm just making it up and it's not actually out yet. I'm not sure. But yeah, I haven't really heard anyone talk about it, but I am looking forward to reading the book. I feel like it did its rounds on TikTok like a while ago, so people were enjoying it. So I'm looking forward to the book, and then I'll probably read the I'll probably read the book and then watch the program as well and see how it compares, see if what I've imagined is the same as what, you know, how it's actually played out. We'll see, I don't know. But that is the 9th book, Lessons in Chemistry, Bonnie Garmus. And then last but not least is a book that I feel really intimidated by, and I don't know why. It's Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I think it is a literary fiction, and I feel like sometimes I'm just not smart enough. I don't know what it is. I just find a lot of the stuff like goes over my head. So I feel really intimidated by this book, but I don't know why. I feel like I just need to start reading it. I'm overthinking it like way too much. I just need to start it and see if I can like understand what's going on. It might not even be as complicated as I'm thinking it is, but I don't know. But yeah, it says, this is a story of Sam and Sadie. It's not a romance, but it is about love. And people's like reviews, I mean obviously they're not going to put like a rubbish review on the back, but people's reviews are really good of it, and I've just seen it everywhere. I've seen so many people talk about it, so I am excited to read it. I'm just hoping it's not complicated or boring. I feel like sometimes if I'm not understanding what's going on, it's boring then, you know, because I don't understand what's happening. So yeah, hopefully I understand what's going on, hopefully I enjoy it. But that is the 10th one on my TBR, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. So that concludes my December TBR. Obviously there's not a lot of Christmas books on there, but I am going to, I'll at least do one, maybe 2 videos within Bookmas of reading Christmas books. So I definitely need to go out and buy some. I am filming this quite early, so I might even have some, you know, before Bookmas even starts, because I'm trying to get ahead so that I can, you know, set myself up. So we are still in November when I'm filming this, but so I might go out maybe on the weekend and get some. So you might have already seen in a previous video that I've put out in November of Christmas books that I've got. I don't know. But if you have, then those Christmas books are also on my TBR. So yeah, quite an ambitious TBR for this month, because I'll be adding in books throughout it as well. But I am hoping to get loads of reading done and set myself up for the new year. You know, not get rid of, but have read a lot of my TBR, get it down a lot, because it's getting overwhelming, the amount of books I have. So yeah. Anyway, that is the end of this video. That is my December TBR. Let me know if there's any books that you're going to read this month, if you're going to read any of these. If you have already read them, please don't share any spoilers, don't ruin anything for anyone, including me. But yeah, let me know what's on your TBR for this month. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did and you'd like to subscribe, I would really appreciate that. I'm really looking forward to hopefully uploading every day this month and completing Bookmas. But yeah, that is it from me, and I will see you in a bit.